people behind me who've chosen to put themselves to the gate. But I believe as a Member of Parliament, I want to stand. I want to stand resolute on my oath as a Member of Parliament to defend this country. And I feel more dignified, not attached to the gate. But I see no reason in principle that non-violence, as long as a protest is non-violent and it's within the tradition of Gandhi, Martin Luther King, for that matter Jesus Christ, Henry David Thoreau, we have a long tradition, including elected members of Parliament from time to time, elected people from time to time. It's not common, but it is a respectable and justifiable action in rare circumstances, such as this one.
When you talk about peaceful protests, there have been allegations of assaults here at these protests during the arrests. How do you feel about hearing those accusations, and how do you feel about being here or supporting them groups that have those allegations?
I'm here with a group that is fully committed to nonviolence, and I'm only prepared to participate with people who are equally committed to nonviolent actions.
Is the zip tie issue somewhat moot, given that it's a violation of the injunction either way?
Standing here is a violation of the injunction, so it doesn't. They don't have different levels for people who are attached and people who aren't. I feel very rooted to the ground here, and I'm really in solidarity with the people behind me. I just choose not to put the tag on.
I have to say too that I was invited to come. I mean, I've been working with my constituents since 2011 on this issue. We were on Burnaby Mountain. I crossed the injunction line there 10 times as well. So I'm doing the same here. But invited by the Tsleil-Waututh First Nation, who's on ceded territory. This whole tank farm and pipeline is scheduled to cross through in solidarity with them and in solidarity with my constituents, who are deeply opposed to this pipeline and feel betrayed by the government for how they've threatened to force this through our community.
Yes. I'm here on invitation, and we are in traditional territories of the Tsleil-Waututh First Nation. For that matter, we're standing on ground that's been paid for by the citizens of Burnaby, who are also opposing this project. We're in the province of British Columbia, which also opposes this project. And if you ask me who the trespassers are on this land, they're the ones from Texas.
And I'm guessing the RCMP, as they have all week, will give you the opportunity to step aside after reading the injunction and communicating everything. How do you imagine that point playing out?
At this point, we don't know if the RCMP are even going to be called, so I think we'll see how that goes.
Some have shown up down there.
I was on a road blockading logging on Coquitlam Sound in 1993, and the RCMP came and read the injunction, and I stepped aside. I don't think I'll step aside today.
What would you say to members of your constituent who are pro-pipeline?
Well, they have been welcome to any of the town hall meetings we hold in my community. I know overwhelmingly the constituents of Saanich Gulf Islands oppose this project, overwhelmingly. But that doesn't mean it's 100%. So to those who don't agree with me on this issue, I ask them to forgive that sometimes their MP does something that they don't approve of, and think of all the things I do that they do approve of. I work very hard for everyone in my constituency, and I'm hopeful, and I'm grateful for how supportive the voters of Saanich Gulf Islands have been, but I know that not 100% of the voters of Saanich Gulf Islands agree. I know the majority do.